Hi, and welcome back to the Sanda's Kitchen. I'm Pam, and tonight we are doing a little heart-healthy recipe, but we're having some grilled salmon and some fresh asparagus. It's one of my favorites. This is a very easy recipe. Let me show you what's in it. We have some salmon, and on our salmon we're going to do a little butter and olive oil. We have some seafood seasoning, and for our fresh asparagus we're going to do salt and pepper, a little butter, olive oil, and then a little garlic, and to top it all off, fresh lemon juice. It's going to be delicious. Let's get started. We're going to go ahead and start heating up our butter in our pan. I'm using about maybe 2 tablespoons of butter. Put that in my pan, some olive oil, and while this is heating up, it's only going to take a few minutes, not even a few minutes, just a few seconds to season up our salmon. And the only thing we're going to use is just a little seafood seasoning on both sides. This is so good. You know, being from South Louisiana, I never was a big salmon person. And when people would tell me, oh, salmon is so good. Well, I got it at a restaurant, and it was so dry and so overcooked. I said, if this is what salmon tastes like, I'm not eating it again. Well, that was the problem. It was overcooked. So anyway, let's just put a little seasoning on here. We're going to put it in our pan, and I'm going to show you how I cook it. So this is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and put our salmon in. And we're just going to watch it. And what you want to watch for is as it's cooking, it's going to start cooking from the bottom up, and it's going to start to turn a little bit white. Well, once it gets up just not even to the middle that it's white, you want to flip it over just for a minute or so, and then you take it out. You don't want it all the way white all the way through, because then it's going to be overcooked and it's going to be dry. So let's just turn it in a few minutes, so I'll be back. All right, this is looking so good. Let's just flip it over. Oh, look at that, how good that looks. All right. And while it's going for its last minute or so, we're going to squeeze some fresh lemon juice. Ooh, look at that. One more for good luck. This is going to go maybe just for about another, maybe 45 seconds, and we're going to go ahead and take it out. Our salmon is looking fantastic, and it's smelling fantastic, so let's go ahead and we're going to go get it out of the pan right now. We're going to set this aside and let it rest just a little bit, and we're going to get working on our fresh asparagus. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with our asparagus, pretty much like we did the fish. I'm going to start with some butter. Our pan is preheated, and we're going to add some olive oil. That'll keep the butter from burning. All right. Love my olive oil. Okay, there we go. I'm going to let that heat up, and we're going to go ahead and add our asparagus. And we'll season them as we go along. But, oops, 2 jumped out of the pan. Anyway, so we've got our asparagus in the pan, and some people like their asparagus a little bit tender. Some people like a little bit on the crispy side. So we're going to let these saute just a little bit, and then I'll keep turning them till they get a little softer. I like mine a little on the softer side. So we're just going to watch those for a minute, and then I'm going to season them up. We're going to season them up with a little salt and a little pepper and some fresh garlic, just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and try to toss them a little bit. They smell great. They don't really take that long. But like I said, I don't like mine like super hard or super crispy, so. And they turn so beautiful and so green. We're going to let these go just a few more minutes, and they're going to be done, and then we're going to show you how we plate up our salmon and our asparagus. Well, the asparagus are done to our liking, so I'm going to go ahead and plate those up. And once I get everything out, and I get my salmon back out, we're going to go ahead and plate it up, and we're going to get to taste it, and you're going to get to see it because it's going to be great. Our asparagus and our salmon is done, and I can't wait to taste it, but I always like to put a little extra lemon juice on top before I taste it because I love lemon on my fish. So here we go. Give it a taste. Oh my gosh. Oh, it looks so good. It's nice and flaky, and it's not overdone at all. So I'm going to have to give it a taste. It's so good. And for the asparagus, my mom told me never to use my fingers, but you know what? I just have to because these are so good. This is so delicious. The simplicity, just lemon juice and just salt and pepper and a little bit of seasoning, it's fantastic. Sometimes I will make like a béarnaise sauce or a hollandaise sauce for my asparagus and my fish, which is delicious. And we will be doing some different sauces in the future. But just the simplicity of this dish is so great. Thank you so much for coming back to the Sandy's Kitchen. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel, which we would love for you to do. Share it with your family and friends. Try this recipe. You will not be disappointed. Have a great weekend. We love you guys, and God bless.